Hello everyone, I'm Meg Ruby, and I would love to tell you about the Heart of Sound, this workshop/entity that has been growing and developing over my lifetime of studying music, sound, yoga, healing, and more. Has anyone ever told you to chill out, but you just couldn't do it? You couldn't find a way to relax? I can relate. I know what anxiousness feels like and how overwhelming it can be. How solid it can feel, unmovable and unmanageable in the moment. In my journey to figure out how to cope with and understand stress, I studied and practiced all sorts of stress management techniques: meditation, yoga, movement, psychology, art therapy, and more. I still use many of these techniques in my daily practices. When the opportunity came to study sound healing, I couldn't help myself. I began to study in depth the effects of sound vibration on the body-mind. I took a sound healing certification course and learned how to work with my own voice, tuning forks, bowls, binaural beats, improvisation, and more. I studied with many of the greatest sound healers in the world. I took what I learned and started experimenting with myself, my music students, and friends. I noticed how someone's shoulders would instantly drop away from their ears when I played the tuning forks, or how someone might tell me how calm they feel after I tone in their ear. After years of experimenting and giving workshops, I have seen the results of working with sound on myself and others, and the profound effect vibration can have on the body-mind. A cat purring, a bee buzzing, a mother's heartbeat, a song that's acting like a lullaby, someone's voice that puts you at ease. What do all of these things have in common? Vibration. Sound, before it is made audible, is vibration. All of our cells are vibrating. They are metabolizing. They are working in a movement that is based in vibration. We may not be able to hear ourselves working at the cellular level, but nevertheless, it is happening. John Cage discovered in an anechoic chamber that he could hear the sound of his own nervous system, and that it had its own tones, textures, and rhythms. My own personal journey with music, as a concert pianist, teacher, and general connoisseur of all things musical, brought me to a place where I couldn't help but to wonder what was behind the magic of sound. Why was I so taken by music, by the sound of the waves, by the wind through the trees? I was having a love affair with music from as early as I can remember, and I had a few experiences as a child that felt like what I can only describe as religious. The times when I attended the huge church in Detroit with my best friend, and the choir sang and my whole body vibrated with a feeling that was indescribable. I suppose the only way to describe it now would be the feeling of love. The few times when I was playing music in an orchestra, when I knew something greater than myself was at work, something powerful and mystical, and so profoundly intense that my heart felt like it would explode and I was moved to tears. I think these moments silently led me to where I am now, the constant pursuit of that which I cannot see or fully understand. My dad, who still plays the piano daily at the age of 88, reminds me of where my passion came from. When I watch him listen to music, I can see how moved he is, how he reaches to understand and feel the sounds that are around him in a very deep way. I hear him singing when he plays. There are many ways for humans to come in contact with the mysteries that we are made up of and that surround us. For example, art, literature, science, religion, and more. I have found myself lost and found in a book, in a painting, in a yoga class, and guess what? It's all vibration. What I love about facilitating sound is that I get to show people through sound how they are already music, just by being, that we have our own melodies, rhythms, and we create harmony together. It's very intriguing and a constant source of inquiry and inspiration.